Hello, hello. Hi,
Hi.
Little. Hi. All right, we are live now.
Yes.
All right, foremost, I'd like to welcome for those that are already in the room. Let's give it a couple more minutes for more people to join us. And thank you once again to take some time to join us for this webinar. We're going to talk about property staging today. And actually with me, my co-host is Miss Little Tsai, based in Melbourne.
Hi.
How's the weather over there, Little?
Oh, it's getting warm, but it has been a bit windy for the past few days. Today looks all good.
Okay. We have a good and well, it's bright here in Singapore. But it's a little bit cloudy as well, so the weather is going crazy.
Well, Melbourne's being Melbourne. The weather is just 4 seasons every day.
Okay, let's just give a couple more minutes before we start. I'm just writing a short chat to get people to say hi and you know, feel free to ask their questions and we can take them during our Q&A session. Okay, we have like Jeff, Alema, Judith with us, Tan and Lee. And we shall start shortly. Well, guys, you can say hi in the chat as well so that we know you're here with us. Try to make this webinar as lively, as fun as it should be. I'm not sure how many people watch my video. I have some comments that sounds very robotic. I'm actually very nervous when I did the recording.
Well, the one you did was pretty good. You're our star.
Thank you. But I guess the trend is picking up. We have our distant colleagues doing fantastic video as well. Yeah, should watch all of them.
Yeah. They're very fun to watch, actually. Yeah. Quite informative. Yeah.
Well, this is like the new norm, the new way of continuing to stay, you know, in touch with our customers.
Yes.
Yeah, though you know, we have lesser time to really meet up already. Very, you know, a lot of people are still choosing to stay at home during this current situation.
Yeah.
All right, we have more attendees joining us. It's great. All right, I think we should not delay anymore.
Yeah.
All right, and once again, welcome everyone who who join us this Saturday afternoon. So my name is Henry. I'm actually based in Singapore, so actually part of Jalin Realty Singapore. And today we have my co-host, Miss Little, who is based in KL. All right.
It's in Melbourne.
So a quick introduction of myself. I actually joined Jalin Realty for past 6 years already. So time really flies. I've you know, I would say I've been through half of the property cycle, up and down, numerous policy changes in Australia, in Melbourne. All right, but yeah, we have good times. It was great, you know, doing marketing and selling. I've clocked quite a substantial amount of sales and commission to the company. I'm still here for my old customers who know us, who know me. All right. I also like to take this opportunity to welcome new friends who join us who may not know us. How about you, Little? You like to tell us more about yourself and how you get to join Jalin Realty?
Yeah, sure. I'm based in Melbourne. I've been in Melbourne for 15 years, and I've been in the property industry for about 7 years as well.
Wow.
I've joined Jalin recently this year. All my experience is more based with the rental market, property management part. So if anyone has any questions about their investment properties, anyone is more than welcome to ask me any questions.
All right. Just sending in a quick greeting. All right. Without further ado, again, for the benefit of our new friends, I'd like to take this opportunity to play our corporate video. So that's really, a quick showcase of who we are, what do we do. All right, please enjoy.
总部位于澳大利亚墨尔本的佳宁国际是一家专注于房地产服务的专业机构。创立至今的30多年来，佳宁国际以德为本，以诚立身，辛勤耕耘，积累了丰富的房产物业投资经验，足迹遍布了澳大利亚、中国、新加坡、马来西亚、印尼、文莱和香港等国家和地区。30多年来，佳宁始终坚持着公司的愿景与理念，以职业道德为价值观，帮助每一位客户成功置业澳洲。
佳宁国际地产公司能从马来西亚、印度尼西亚、新加坡、澳大利亚和中国持续成长30多年，是全靠佳宁长期坚持公司的理念和愿景而来。佳宁是个专业的服务公司，我们的平台是通过房地产这个渠道，制造许多实际与可靠的机会，与大家分享，让大家生活变得更美好。
Our core values are derived from the word ethics, and we break it into excellence in performance, teamwork among our employees, honesty in our business dealings, integrity and innovation in our actions, commitment towards our work, and sincere relationship.
Our family migrated to Australia in 1990. Since then, we bought many properties in Australia as well as overseas. We own our own building in our Australian office, our Kuala Lumpur office, as well as our Singapore office. We hope to bring our family and friends in China, our experience and expertise, so that everyone can prosper in this industry. Currently, we have 3 offices in China: Beijing, Shanghai, and Tianjin. We hope to work with our family and friends in China to expand our business throughout the whole big China. Thank you.
澳大利亚政治经济稳定，拥有得天独厚的自然资源，气候宜人，教育实力雄厚，吸引着越来越多的移民和海外学子。澳大利亚经济发达，文化多元，人口高度都市化，全国近1半人口生活在悉尼和墨尔本2大城市。全国多个城市被评为世界上最宜居的城市。佳宁国际从事澳洲房产数十年，与澳洲数百家开发商均有着长期而稳定的友好合作。其代理的众多地产项目遍布悉尼、墨尔本、布里斯班、黄金海岸、珀斯等首府城市。优越的地段，舒适便捷的生活环境，具有竞争力的价格，每一个项目都经过筛选。成熟的团队和后期服务部门，也为佳宁的客户提供了舒心的投资体验。
I've known Ian Chen and the Jalin Group now for probably close to 7 years. So my relationship with Jalin has been very good. I've already experienced some success with Jalin and the team in Singapore, Kuala Lumpur. So I'm very much looking forward to continuing the relationship with Jalin Realty here at Lendlease. We've got some very exciting projects we're bringing to the market, and I look forward to working closely with the team in the coming months ahead.
We've been working with Jalin for over 7 years now, and we've always found that we've had a great working relationship with them. And Jalin have sold properties for Mirvac in Singapore, Indonesia, KL and China. And the main reason why they are one of our key agent partners is because they're extremely efficient and professional and always offer the very best after-sales service to our customers.
Hello, my name's Sam Taraschio and I'm the Managing Director of Salter Properties, and I'm very pleased to be providing this testimonial for Jalin Realty. We've dealt with Jalin for many years now. Salter is a large developer based in Melbourne and we sell thousands of apartments every year. Jalin assists us with our sales right throughout Southeast Asia. They have offices in China and in Malaysia, and in fact we share an office with Jalin in Malaysia also. So we have a very strong working relationship and they always do a fantastic job for us.
I think it's important when you choose a company to go with. I think that you share the same values, and that's something that we feel weighed heavily on our decision to use Jalin. They're highly committed to sales and after sales service, in terms of providing the right information to their clients, in terms of looking after the clients post-purchase, right into settlement, and really ensuring that it works. It's a mutually beneficial relationship for everyone involved.
客户的认可是对佳宁最大的鼓励。每一位佳宁人将始终坚持佳宁的愿景与理念，不断提高自身专业水平和服务，祝您更加安心的置业澳洲。佳宁国际，圆您澳洲梦。
We are Jalin Melbourne. We are Jalin Shanghai. We are Jalin Beijing. We are Jalin Singapore. We are Jalin Jakarta. We are Jalin Malaysia.
All right. Not sure anyone spotted me in the video. Okay, a quick mentioning again was really who we are. We're actually the project marketing and sales company, but over the years I would say that we actually expanded, and we saw that property sales is no longer just we sell you a project and that's it, and thank you for the commission and that's it. Our boss actually, our CEO actually has the foresight to provide what we call a end-to-end or a one-stop solution to our customers. All right, so with various locations in the region, we have offices in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, China, and our newest office in Hong Kong. Ultimately, we have the presence in Australia, Melbourne. We can provide this end-to-end solutions to our customers. So I mentioned we have the presently we have the 6 offices in the region. All right, and these are our good photos over the years. Hong Kong just added in their photo in this slide. All right, so I spent 1-2 minutes mentioning about Jalin Realty Australia because as I mentioned earlier, we have a presence there in Melbourne. It's really easy for us to correspond and liaise with developers, with vendors, all right, for the project marketing. But then as for our clients, our purchasers, our investors, we do not just stop at once the project settles or complete. We do actually extend or expand our services to property leasing. That's including advertising to look for tenants, and we have property management, and ultimately when the owner decides to sell it back into the market, to the resale market, we have our auction sales, we have our resales. All right. So with that, we are getting into the, the core topic of the day. So I would like Miss Lilo to tell us more.
Sure, Henry. All right. So in this webinar, we're talking about property staging. At Jalin, we came up with this initiative to help clients. So I'm sure many of the investors has already become aware of the situation in Melbourne due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There are currently more than 14,000 vacant rental properties around the Melbourne CBD area. Because of the national and state border restrictions due to the pandemic, long-term rental market is experiencing its very difficult time at the moment. Many rental properties have been vacant since February this year. At Jalin, we've been working very hard to try to protect the best interest of our clients. Therefore, we introduced this pandemic initiative, which we call a short stay transition program during this difficult time. We help investors to be able to still receive some income during the market downtime. So what we do is we stage up the property to accommodate short stay guests while we're looking for long-term rentals. So before we can find any long-term tenancy for your investment property, your property will be on the short-term market to generate some income. Because your property is vacant, there are still outgoings you need to pay. So it's something that is beneficial to the investors during this difficult time. Okay. So maybe we can play a video to introduce, this staging program.
Okay. Let's watch the video. Okay, actually, I'd like to jump in to say that this trend of dressing up the property is also kind of catching up here in Singapore. So it's no longer just looking at a vacant property for rental or for selling the property, but to put in the emotions to stir up the buyers or the rentals, the tenants' interest. To the moment they step into the property, they go like, wow, how I wish that this is my own place.
Staging up a property makes the property more attractive to tenants or buyers. Whoever come to inspection, they see the photo, the property looks good, and it brings more desire. Okay, so after we watch the video, I'll just quickly brief what we do with within this program. So the service included is staging up the property with furniture, decorations to make this property more appealing. Also to accommodate short stay guests, as well as during an inspection. And we provide short-term stay service to temporary tenants, guests, tourists, corporate travelers, or frontliners, like police, medical staff, at this kind of time, where they choose to rent a property for a very short term before they can return home. But they are more frontliners and maybe construction workers. So that's where the key market is. And the program also provides furnitures and hospitality toiletries, beddings, kitcheneries, cutleries, like kettle, everything to accommodate the guests. And we provide cleaning service, housekeeping, and sanitize the property after each occupancy, after each guest checks out. And then we also collect income, the short stay income, on behalf of the landlord. And as you can see, there are some photos as well after we stage up the property. And this is the property we have in Melbourne, which is more outer of Melbourne. It's not around the CBD area, but it's a landed property. And then it's the same one. Look, it's more appealing after it, we decorate it. Yeah, looks so nice. I want to live in. Okay, and this is an apartment with decorated in the CBD area. Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah. All right. I think with the short stay, I did a quick, brief introduction. Maybe I'll leave this until the end if there is any questions. And at the moment, I'll hand it back to you, Harry.
Okay. Thank you, Little. Well, the next segment, I'll move into what we call the resale, or it's also a very interesting part. This is for customers who probably had their property, and if they were to think of selling back to the market, they can also use this property staging to dress up the property for inspection, for the buyers, the potential buyers, to come and have a look. It's not just about leasing or property management. On this note, sorry, Lida, just to have a quick check.
Yeah.
For your leasing, the so-called furniture rentals is going to be throughout the short-term program. And it's not just for the purpose of showing, and they will not be taken away, but it's during the entire program where tenants come in to stay in the property.
Yes, to accommodate guests. And there is no upfront cost for the investors. But what we put in, the furniture, beddings, toiletries, cutleries, kitcheneries, everything we provide will be in there the whole time until we place a long-term tenant in.
Yes.
Our key focus would still be looking for long-term stable income for investors. It's just since we mentioned there are vacant properties since February, so we came up with this initiative to at least generate some income during the difficult time, so that the investors not just out of pocket too much. Yeah, each quarter there are rates to be paid, lots of fees. Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, it's really what you mentioned, the short-term solution, not to leave the property vacant, but to generate the income and have a short-term stay in the property.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the next segment, resale. This is also a very interesting part. Again, this is the last video we have to show to our clients. Kind of like this video. So please enjoy.
A very good morning to you all and a very, very warm welcome to the auction sale here at 1 Mackay Walk, right in this secluded part of Doncaster. And assisting me, we have this wonderful team here at Jalin. 60,000 square metres of crown open parkland in this residence. Let's go. Yes, at 860, 80 good bid, 900 now, sir. Absolutely, you would. A million now, good decision. Yes, 60 is good bid. At 60 here, 1.19, good bid. Yeah, 1.2, good luck now. 208, I'll take it at 208. 1.21, good bid. 1.212, you heard it. The property is going, you sure, sir? Out. The property sold, ladies and gentlemen, that's $1,212,000.
Working for Jalin Realty has been a fantastic experience for me. Having offices over Southeast Asia and now building a benchmark in the Melbourne CBD.
I love working in Jalin Realty because the working culture is so different compared to other real estate companies.
Over the years, we came across challenges, but we work all together to overcome that.
At Jalin Realty, we're not only just a workplace, but a family. It's a fantastic place to be.
All right, Henry, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I just realized. Okay. So even during this this year, you know, with all the pandemic situations happening around the world and also in Melbourne, our resale team, led by Mr. Adrian Chen, did not go on holiday. You know, they also continue to work. You know, they probably have arranged a what they call a smaller group of people to inspect the property when they can, but that also means that they are actually spending more time to cater to, you know, the same number of groups to come for inspections and go for auction and all stuff. And this next two properties actually happened in you know, during the COVID period in June this year. Not the one in video. The video was taken much earlier before the COVID. So, you know, it was sold to the local market at a good price. And then I think we have a second property as well. That's also happening on the same day. We have two auctions that went on concurrently, and it was sold, you know, fantastic, you know, at a market price or to the bidder. So it is still a lot of activities going on in Melbourne. We are not resting, you know, staying at home and sleep. All right. So very exciting. Today we actually wants to put up this incentive. All right. After hearing that the possibility of this staging can do to your property, be it whether is it for if your property is vacant, you are desperately looking for tenants or, you know, to occupy your property as a short-term solution to get some income, probably to cover your mortgage or not to leave the property vacant. All right. We also do provide, you know, consultation on one-to-one basis. I urge again that if you have any questions, you can feel free to put it in a chat group, in a chat. All right. In fact, I was looking at the chat right now. I have one. Julie asking about, she wants to find out more about buying nomination sales unit. Julie, this one I will contact you after this webinar, all right? Because nomination is a different kind of process. So for this benefit of this webinar, we'll stick to property staging, rental, or resale. All right, as I was mentioning, consultation on the short-term stay, Little can advise on that, as well as our resale team in Melbourne. If you have any intention of, like I mentioned earlier on, that you like to, you know, sell off, put up your property in the market, taking advantage of this free staging that we have offered to our customers. We can also do what we call a property appraiser on how much your property is worth or in the current market right now. It's all subject to the supply and demand of your location, specific location of where your property resides in. So we can do that property appraisal. Please bear in mind that it's not valuation. It is just a very indicative way of giving an idea what is the range of the market asking for. So that is more for the property appraiser. And yeah, in fact, this is the Q&A. Let me take a second look. I think later we have another question here by Mr. Tan. He's asking, does he need to commit to the program in the long run? Is there any contractual period to this short-term program?
All right. I wouldn't say there is any commitment for a certain period that you have to, you have to have your property on, because the key focus for us is to secure long-term tenancy to help the investors to receive stable income. So we will advertise your property, look for long-term tenants, but during this time, because compared to the normal market, this might take much longer than before, like a month, 2 months, or like I mentioned before, some's been more than half a year. So what we do is, before we can find any good, secure long-term tenant for your property, we will just put this on the short-term, short-stay market. Yeah. So no minimum commitment. We're still trying to look for the long-term tenant, and as soon as we find a good long-term tenant, we can place into your property. We will remove everything. We'll remove the furnitures, the appliances, kitchenery, and everything that's in the property. We'll return it to its original condition to accommodate the long-term tenant.
And usually we'll bring in their own furnitures unless they request for additional furnishings, right?
Most of the long-term tenants, they do have their own furnitures. Yeah. But if some of the tenants requires the owner, the landlord, to provide furnitures, then we can obviously discuss with the owner to see what we can do. We're always here to help. We can always provide with solutions.
Okay, I have the next question here. I think just now we mentioned very briefly, but we might want to repeat again. What are the fees to take up this short-term program?
Oh, so normally if you want to place your property on a Airbnb short-term market, you have to buy the furnitures. There is out-of-pocket cost for the investors, because they need to at least provide those furnitures. But with us, we do have the resources to be able to provide the furnitures with no upfront cost for the owners. But instead, we do a furniture rental fee, which is 18% of the income from short stay. And then there is obviously service fees, short-term management fee, which is 12%. So the income our clients will get is 70% of the income from short stay. Yeah.
And usually short-term stay, I would say in comparison, the income gain is more than long-term. Although the long-term, the benefit is it's a long-term period, so there's no hassle or mess of that you have to hand over to the tenant every time. But the short-term stay, would the income generally be higher?
Well, under this market, I wouldn't say it will be higher because of the restrictions, the lockdown, the curfew, the stage 4 in place in Melbourne. So at the moment, it's not going to be like really, really good. I'll have to be honest. But last month, we did have a few properties received the income for the month of September. We do have some 2-bedroom properties around South Yarra that received almost $2,000 from short stay, and we have some 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartment in the CBD area, and the average income they received is between 800 to 1800 from last month, and according to the service providers and from our business partners, last month and the months before, which is September and August, has actually been the worst months, in Melbourne because of what's going on. So with the restrictions now lifted a little bit, I believe the income for short stay can be a bit higher, or at least to cover some of the cost, because our investors need to pay for rates, owner's COP, and many things, many outgoings going on.
Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, the next slide is actually our contact details. So for clients that wish to have any specific property listing or property management questions, you may contact Miss Little, or if not, can also send an email to our marketing email. That's my contact number. I'm based in Singapore. And with that, again, just before we go, we really want to highlight, today's incentive, that if any of the clients that you having a property right now but it's vacant, you do not really want to leave it vacant or empty sitting there. As what Miss Little said, there are some income coming in that is good for you to cover some of probably the outgoings that you have to pay for your property, or even to offset some of the mortgage payments. So we do urge you to make an inquiry, let us know soon, and at the same time we can also give you some advice if you have intention to sell your property in the market. All right, so with that, Ms. Little, thank you so much for your sharing today as well, and thank you to our customers, our clients today who join us as well. So with that, I would like to sign off.
All right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.